Well, hey Aquarius, we're going through the fixed signs today to see what the tarot wants to tell you about your journey here in this time of Leo through the Lion's Gate, which is a portal that is supposed to open as Orion's belt aligns with Sirius, the dog star, and the pyramids of Gaza. And let's see, check that out. Look at a real astrologer. And it's supposed to be happening officially on August 8th. There's going to be a new moon, 8/8, Lion's Gate. So let's check that out. We'll see what the tarot and the oracle want to tell you about this transformative process, which can be going through a portal. All right, let's see what the oracle wants to tell you. First of all, you get held. You are held by the universe. What does that say? It says, this is your self-comfort and self-compassion, finding security, especially when feeling a sense of loneliness or detachment. You have the love you need. Allow yourself to feel held in that. You also have on the bottom, looks like you're going through transformation, which is obviously awkward and uncomfortable. So you are being told by the oracle to comfort and hold yourself through that transformation. You're also supported by the divine, very much the card of the Empress here, Earth, all of that is nurturing and supportive around you. Further, we have the Mother. This is the ideal of being supported, and that's your last underlying card there. I want to read it because I've seen this before. Symbol of unconditional love. She sacrifices, shields, and protects her young, sees their potential, and does whatever it takes to see them grow. Aquarius, I feel like you're incredibly supported as you go through some kind of transformation. A portal would be that. In addition to Mother, you have the divine, pure flowing emotion, rooted and overflowing with sympathy and compassion. You are so divinely supported. You're surrounded by unconditional love, including your own. You are held by so much love, which is great because, transformation's a bit awkward. So the overall advice is to hold yourself, but then underlying that is, why you're going through transformation, and also know you are very well supported as you go through this. So it's kind of an odd combination of cards, I'm thinking now, but we're going to go with it. So we've got the kind of action hero cards, as well as some more nature-y cards. So if you air signs, I always worry you're just going to be so impatient with your water sign. Scorpio here. I have Aquarius rising, but I know I'm still too slow for you airy people. Okay, the tarot wants you to consider this journey through the portal. The first thing the tarot wants to talk to you about is what you're leaving behind. So let's see. What are you leaving behind? The Seven of Crystals. Options and results. Very practical, putting in the work. It's like a Seven of Pentacles. It's a very practical, planting seeds, watering seeds, very slow. It can be quite a stagnant feeling. Okay, well, that's a good thing to leave behind since I'm worrying about you being impatient for some reason. Okay, you are moving towards balance and adaptability here. Much more action in the Two of Crystals, but still very earthy. Very much in the realm of work, of security, home. It's a very 3D process here. Okay, the tarot wants you to remember as you go through this, the 10 of Acorns. Very unicorn kind of feeling, although there is no horn, I checked. The 10 of Acorns is the 10 of Wands. This is hard work. It's a burden, really. Responsibility, dedication. Yeah, why are you working so hard, Aquarius? Yeah, there's a kind of downcastness here. So remember, responsibility, dedication, put down your burdens. We'll see, we'll clarify. And what you want to let go of is the 7 of feathers, which is swords. It's this, the secretiveness. But it's coming through in this deck as this incredible jaguar, and it is preparation and resourcefulness. So it's air. It's you. You know, you're an air sign. So you've been in the earth. You've been working really hard. So perhaps you've done the work. You know, all that 7 of crystals, laboring, watering, and then you kind of get to spring forward from this. And you're, I gather you're moving into a new energy where you're able somehow to be much more authentic. And you're putting down, there's some kind of burden that the tarot wants you to, you know, bear in mind. It could be a responsibility that you need to take with you. You don't forget to be responsible. But letting go of 7 of feathers, of preparation and resourcefulness. Let me read this from this deck, because this is coming through very different from the usual 7 of swords, which is often like the Thief in the Night deck. So it's like about not opening up. Let's see. Oh, it's a cheetah. I don't know my big cats. Okay, a warrior. Cheetah knows her strength and masters her natural abilities. Armed with foresight, she responds swiftly with new approaches to any problems. Cheetah guides you in focusing on your goal, helping you reach it with ease and grace. Use your initiative and be prepared to make your move. It's very much a strategy. Keep yourself ahead of the game by closely observing what is going on. With eyes and mind open, dishonest behavior will be revealed. That's this Thief in the Night stuff. Look within, study all angles. You instinctively know what steps you need to take to bring forth the best results. So, I don't know, I've sort of taken to reading the 7 of swords or feathers here in this deck as like, you're not being honest, but it can also mean leaving behind, letting go is what this card's about. What are you letting go of? People who aren't honest with you. Sort of. So it's about really being strategic, using your strong mind to identify people who aren't being honest and direct with you. Okay, well, let's see. What's on the bottom here? The moon. There is a little mystery. The moon in this deck means imagination and perception. The wise owl that flies through the night. Yeah, the moon journey. So because you're going through a transformative process here, there's a lot of mystery and intuitive knowing. So if you are like the owl and able to see in the dark, then you're fine. But if you're uncomfortable with facing your dark side, this can be a very uncomfortable transformation. And that's why you are so supported by love, your own and that of the divine. Unconditional love is all around you, because a moon journey is hard. Transformation is difficult. I can't quite see yet what this journey is about, but bear with me. We're going to see what the Dark Tarot wants to add to your story. And you'll see it's quite a different flavor. Aquarius. Whew. I'm being a relentless tarot card reader today. I don't know why. So I'm a little hungry and I have a headache. I feel like I need to drink some water. I need to hold myself. I need some self-care. Do you feel that way? Because it seems like you might feel this way because you're You've been just working so hard. You've just been so responsible. Watering, planting, trudging, carrying all of this responsibility. Okay, well, let's see. So you're walking away from the 7 of crystals. You put in the work and you get the results, and you have to be incredibly patient because it takes forever. Okay? There you are, the heroine of your own story, the 10 of Cups. She has emotionally achieved something. You know, gender doesn't matter, but this is a very emotionally lovely place to have reached. You know, you've reached the end of an emotional cycle. You put a lot of work into it. There's a partner there that's kind of looking out on, you know, what you've accomplished. She's wearing a blue dress. It suggests authenticity. It's heart-based living. You've really put a lot of work into this. Secondly, there's your moon. Okay, you're walking away from this sort of very bright life. So this is, and you're walking towards this. On the table, her back is to the moon. So that gives it a different feel. I think that's important how it is on the table. Her back is to the moon. This is you not dealing with this moon journey. Remember, this is the moon. This is a part of the underlying energy for this reading. You're in a transformation. That's this portal, I guess, is like you turning away from your beautiful love life, your little family that you've made. This authentic, brightly colored, beautiful blue dress. Into this, your dark side. It's not always the side we want to look at, Aquarius. Lots of swords in this deck. That's probably why I chose it for you, because swords represent air in the tarot, and pretty much all of the suits have swords in this deck. So what else we have here? The wheel. There is change coming, and it is in your favor. So have you been wanting change? Then you are walking towards it through this portal. You can see, here's the wheel. There's that portal. And in the tarot, the wheel turns in divine time. And it turns in your favor. But it doesn't turn at the speed you want. Okay? You've put some time in here. And in order to do this, to accomplish what you've accomplished, to grow what you've grown, you've kind of not looked at some darkness here. So let's see. So you're going through this portal, and the moon is there. The moon journey. So Aquarius, here's what you're heading towards. A little kangaroo hopping along. It's still very practical. Balance, adaptability. It's still in the very, very 3D realm. 2 of Earth, or Pentacles. Wow, you have a new emotional gift. It's a divine gift, the Ace of Cups right here. Coming in, tons of evidence of this, and the Oracle was just all over about the divine is here. Mother is here, unconditional, divine love. Okay, I feel like you need this because you're going on a moon journey. But let's see, what else? Yeah, 9 of Wands. This is you on your moon journey. Yeah, 9 of Wands, it's exerting your will. It's very passionate, very brave, but it's a struggle. So when you're in a 9 of Wands, it's like, I've been doing this for so long and I'm tired. But I'm also wise for it. I've been struggling. This is definitely a warrior reading. Where did the warrior come? I remember we heard that. Is it in this? The 7 of Feathers? Let me look at this again. Yeah, a warrior. You're leaving behind, you're letting go of the posture of a warrior. Well, okay, well, let's see. Let's see more about this. Okay. Okay, King of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the King of Swords, he has been to battle. He has seen all of what being a warrior can do. You know, you can win battles, and it comes at a high, very high price. That violence. So this is after the battle. You're walking away from some kind of battleground here. As you go through this portal. And I think of the King of Swords as a philosopher king, and he's wise because he's used that sword. You know, he's just holding the sword. He's just kind of using it, just propping it up here. I always feel like the King of Swords is done using his sword because he'd rather use his mind to negotiate true peace than his sword. You know, because it's very tiring to be in battle. And you can see her sword is almost like ethereal, right? It's like disappearing right in her hand. And you've received this Ace of Cups. This is a heart gift. So you're this little kangaroo going through this portal, moving towards finding that balance, which is not conquest. It's not being a warrior and winning. It is negotiating peace and using your strong mind. And the King of Swords, that's Aquarius. That's a card of Aquarius. So it's like your intellectual power, your strength is of your mind, and that you can use that to find the balance going ahead. Okay, so then it says, don't forget this 10 of acorns. Don't forget your responsibilities as you go through this. So what is this about? Let's find out. Dedication, responsibility. Don't forget your heart, King of Cups. I know it's not a very nice King of Cups. It's kind of a monster King of Cups. I don't know why it's such a monster. Well, I chose this deck. It wants to talk to you. I mean, this King of Cups, to me, it's like the devil. It's almost like your heart is somehow burdening you. Oh, hang on, let me keep looking here. Weird. 6 of Pentacles. There, 6 of Pentacles. Generosity, charity, balancing up. I really see the kind of, we're both on our knees. We're both capable of flight, but we've met each other here on the ground, and she's caring for him. That's why your heart is a burden. You have a heart that goes out, and then it's almost like, this is what you have to look at. Empress. You are okay, Aquarius. So Aquarians you're forward thinkers. You get ideas before everybody else is ready for them. To be kind of lonely. But you're ready before everyone else. But then Aquarians are also known for being humanitarians. Like, you really care about the community, and you bring your ideas back to the community. And what I'm getting here is that I'm talking to an Aquarius who has like a heart that they get you in trouble. It's a burden how you love and care for others, like, because we get the Empress and this sort of monster King of Cups. The King of Cups is like an emotionally mature heart person who's not really good at talking about his own feelings. He's caring for the kingdom, right? So there's a burden here that comes from, to me, it's like if I saw the devil on the table, I wouldn't be surprised, because this is all kind of adding up to me is like, you give too much. you know, and it's coming from your best self. It's coming from your heart. But you need to look at how when you give too much, you get exhausted and you end up like this lonely philosopher king, this king of swords. Like, I feel like you have a hero tendency. You're heroic on behalf of others, which is awesome. But the cards are saying that this is taking you out of your empress power in some way. Like, your worth is depleted. Because the 10 of acorns, that's where I'm like, what's the burden? Oh, it's all these beautiful heart things, all this generosity, but you're overgiving. Take or leave. That's what Aquarius, it says, you're too generous of heart. So let go of people of this. The 7 of feathers, that's the warrior, right? The warrior for others. There you are again, the stars. That's your card. The stars. Wish fulfillment, divine healing. Again, she's okay. What do we have here? The 5 of Pentacles. There's you outside. There's the portal. You're sitting outside that portal. You don't want to go through this portal because you don't want somebody to be left behind. The Emperor. Okay. This is an alpha guy. This is alpha, dominant, controlling energy. This is in your let go. You're controlled by somebody who's needy, who feels abandonment by your transformation. This is a burden that keeps you back. This is almost like a partner because you're showing up here as the Empress, and then the Emperor comes in as a part of what? It doesn't mean you leave the Emperor. It just means you know, Emperor can take care of himself. Like, he's a freaking Emperor, you know? Like, you don't need to take care of the Emperor. But you're very concerned with, and I feel like it's actually like this Emperor kind of plays the 5 of Pentacles victim. I'm abandoned, and how could you? But it's not true. And that's why it's under the 7 of Feathers, which is, you know, where somebody's kind of manipulating you. Weird, Aquarius. Okay, so your reading's like very specific. You're going through a transformation. It's taking you from being a warrior who's maybe codependent, and you have to look at that. You have to go on a moon journey. You have to look at your tendency to be codependent, to let somebody keep you back from being your best self. Because you're here twice as the King of Swords and as the Star. Like, this is you. This is your authenticity, right? And the Oracle said, give yourself love, right? And you have divine love. And Mother, you're unconditionally loved. But also, that's now making sense. It's coming to me, your loved ones, the ones that you maybe sacrifice yourself for, they have divine love. They have the capacity to hold themselves. And that's the way out of codependence, is to accept that you're not needed. People will tell you that they need you, but they don't. And you're on a journey of transformation. It feels awkward. It's a great method to prevent yourself from transformation, is to worry over much about others. Okay, what's on the bottom here? Know your worth. More Empress, earthy, loving, nurturing energy. That's it. Empress, you were going on a moon journey, Aquarius. Yeah. You don't have to leave anybody, but they need to take care of themselves while you go on this journey. Something's changing in your favor. So go through this portal and transform and trust the divine. Trust that there is divine love. This Ace of Cups is here. And this Emperor is just playing 5 of Pentacles. Be yourself. and go out. You mean, Aquarians, you have a big responsibility. You have to go ahead for the rest of us and bring forth the future. And that's a big job. And sometimes, like, for all that you care about humanity and maybe your immediate family, you got to go do your Aquarian thing. We need your we need you to bring in the future. And maybe that's just another kind of message of, we're depending on you. But really, I feel like this is about you being yourself and doing the work that is fulfilling for you, and not letting anything, anybody, even the great love that you feel for people, keep you back from your truest, highest form of yourself. I feel like other people, your concern for other people puts you into a battle mode where it's maybe in sort of a lower vibration self, like the warrior. It's not, I mean, justice warrior is a wonderful thing to be, but fighting the negativity, like, can be very depleting and negative and draining. And I just feel like you of air, you of the future, you humanitarian, like, it can just bring you down. And this is saying, leap up from that, transform into your highest self. So that's your message, Aquarius. I hope it helps. Have a beautiful day.